What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another hot day in Houston, y'all. So today we're gonna do a little work on the daily. So we're not gonna mess with the ghost today. We're gonna chill him out for a second because this is something I kind of wanted to get onto the truck to kind of hopefully it does well to accent the plastic dip that we did to the grill to kind of set that thing off a little bit. Plus, I do have an issue with my well, basically I'm finna change out the headlights. Kind of want to pull all that stuff off, look at it, see what we got, replace it with these. I think it's gonna look better anyway because it's not gonna be as chrome. Maybe in a couple areas. I'm looking at them now, but let me show you guys what we got. All right, so hopefully my fan, y'all ain't hearing my fan going off too much, but I got to have it, y'all. But this is what we got. What is the name brand on these? I don't even remember. But anyway, these headlight housings, they have these little light bars right here, these little diffused light bars and all of these. And my plan is to tie these, all four of those, into my my daytime running light wiring, just so we can kind of use them as daytime running lights. And then after that, you know, at nighttime, I don't even know if they're gonna light up with the headlights when the headlights come on, but that's something I'm gonna try and find out and see if that does happen. But for the most part, I want these to be daytime running lights. I'm trying to think here. I'm wondering if I'm still gonna plug in the I don't want to plug in the daytime running light because I don't want it to be on. I just want these to be the daytime running lights. So I might take the bulb out and just plug the hole up, put that in there. But I don't know. I'm gonna see all of that when we get to that point. But these are what's going in. As y'all see, I always tell y'all try and have your manual. I got the manual so I can look at the wiring on that. And I got me a couple of little tools, wire strippers, and some T connectors. And I got a little battery here. And we'll get into that whenever we start digging into these lights. For right now, let's go over to the truck. Okay, so if you look in here, I don't know if you guys can see this really well or not, but it's like all messed up back there. They're just old. I mean, I kind of want to get rid of these amber corner lenses, and I just want to swap all of this stuff out just to get something fresh in there. Yeah, I know the truck is dirty, man. Look at that engine bay. Terrible. But I'm going to address that at another time. But right now, I want to get these lights out of here, and then I'm going to pull these lights out, and then we'll look into the wiring and all of that stuff. Okay, so pretty much all I have to do is not certain they'll try not to set the alarm off, but you can just pull the front grill off pretty easily. All right, and just grab the corner here and pull that out. Pull that. Pull this little corner right here. There we go. And then all it is some bottom clips. There's two clips down here at the bottom, one right here on that side and one right here on this side. The other two clips is one here and then there, and then the clips that are on the side right there. But let me pull them two out at the bottom, and then we can have this thing off of here. There we go. Really just come on in here and just bang it with your fist a little bit, and it should be able to come right on off of there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm gonna sit this right here in the engine bay. I should keep it pretty much protected there. And then at that point, we just need to take the headlights out, which is just gonna be a matter of just flipping this up and then just sliding that out of there. And that's one side out. Same thing on this side. Pull this up, slide that out of there, and we'll put that guy right there. Let me put the key in the ignition real quick so I don't have to worry about this alarm going off every time I put my hands on it. So at this point, all I'm gonna do now, since I took that little retaining shaft out of there, just work it on out of there. And at that point, all you gotta do, twist your lights out, twist your light bulbs out. That's my one LED bulb. And this is my high beam light. Pull that one and that one out. And then your main headlight housing is out. The bottom down here, the same thing. It's got like some little clips that go in there to the side right here. Let's see if I can show you guys that. So there's a clip right there, and it's just guided in right there. And then all I got to do is just kind of pull that guy out of there. So let me pull that out, and then this kind of goes in and out that way. And at that point, this is our daytime running light, and this is like our turn signal. Well, this is a turn signal too, but yeah, this is our turn signal. So we can just twist. We gotta move this little end right there. Oh, no, we just gotta push that down, and then twist it out of there. Oh, shoots, there you go. Now pull that out of there. There's a little tab down here. We can pull that one out too for that bulb. And then for this one right here, pull that out of there just like that. I just turned it too far, but that's my daytime running light. And then that's your housing, that's out of there. So now let's go over to the bench and in this case take a look at the book, the wiring, and what we need to be looking for. All right, so here's our manual. I had already searched for the right page to get to our circuit. So right now we're looking at your daytime running lamps. So this is the connector for that. And in here it's going to show us that the pinout is A and G. The wire color is dark blue and black. And the dark blue one is going to be the DRL supply voltage. The black wire is going to be the ground. So those are going to be the two wires that we're going to need to kind of to connect to. So on these headlights that I got here, both of them, even the top and the bottom, so the main headlights and the bottom part, both of them, just for those light bars, has two wires here. So now when I got this, because I don't even have the name of them, let me get the name of these in here real quick. Okay, so the name of these headlights is the DNA Motoring HLLB headlights. So that's what these are. Now, when I got these headlights and when I opened the box, there was no instructions whatsoever, what wire goes to what, nothing. So I had to think, what's the best way I can use to try and figure out which wire is which, because it's not telling me, right? So what I thought of was, let me grab a 9-volt battery. So I got a 9-volt battery. Here's your positive side, here's your negative side. So in order to determine which one is which, so we're gonna let's start out with the black and the white. So the black I'm gonna put as ground, so I'm gonna put that on that plug, on that little connector, and then put the positive, the white and the positive, and there we go. You see the light is coming on. So that's what we need. That's what I have this battery for, is to determine which one is which. So we know that our black wire is our ground wire, and we know that our white wire is going to be our positive power. So that means for the harness for the daytime running light, our black wire is going to go to the black on the car, on the truck, and then the white wire is going to go to the dark blue cable, because that's going to be our supply power. And we're going to use these type of T connectors. You pretty much just I'm gonna clasp this onto the harness there, and then at that point put in our wires from the actual headlights, and that way then it'll just plug right in just like that. So that is the plan. So right now I'm gonna go over to the truck, and then we're gonna start off with one side. So I'm gonna do the driver's side first, try and get that lined out, and then we'll go from there. All right, looking in here, man, I'm not really seeing nothing, but I did notice that right here, this connector is starting to get a little it's kind of starting to get a little burnt up, it looks like. So it's like I'm telling you guys, what I think I want to do is I want to remove this bulb. And this is the wires that we're talking about right here. I'm going to take some of this tape off of here so I can have a little bit more access to them, and then I'll add some more tape later. So let me remove this tape. Okay, put that up there. So these are the two wires that we're going to need to tie into. So with that, all right, yeah, there we go. So what that means is, like I told y'all, our blue wire is our power, the black wire is our ground. So that means our black is going to go to this black wire, and the white wire is going to go to the blue one. So the first thing I'm going to do is let's put our top housing in. So let's put our bulbs in. There we go. It's a nice tight and snug fit. I like that. All right. Put that in there. That one there, and right there. There we go. Then at that point, we put our securing shaft in here. Let's see. So we got our first issue here. So if you look right here, this is the opening right here is too small. So what that means I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take a drill and drill these holes out to match this guy right here. So I'm gonna go and do that real quick, and then I'll turn you guys back on. Okay, so what I wound up using is a 1/4 inch size drill bit. The key is to not open it up too much, but you just want it just enough to where it's a nice snug fit around the shaft, which now I can get it in there. Not easily, I gotta use a little force, but that's what you want. That way then your headlights will fit, you know, snug and won't be moving around in there. So now we're good there. So I'm gonna have to make sure I do the passenger side like that as well. Okay, so now go back to what we did before. We're gonna plug our lights in. Now these two little grooves right here, there's two little slits, one here where that goes into. So let's put these bulbs back in. This is my high beam. All right, let's try this again here. That's there and there. Let's get our retaining rod. There we go. And there we go. That lens is in. Let's move this back a little bit. So now, okay. So now our wires. So let's remember here, black wires are ground. So I'm thinking we're gonna need to pull a little bit more wiring off of this right here. Now another key thing that we're gonna have to do is I wanna get both of these wires at the same time and get them wired in here so I'm not using as many clips. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the wiring for the bottom section of headlight 2 so we can go on and get that clipped in. So we're gonna put both of the black wires together. So this is the black wire from the top, black wire from the bottom stack, and then we're gonna put these both together. That way then we'll tie them both in together to this connector right here. Once we do that, then all we got to do, like I said, is just pretty much grip those these two clips right here. Just bite that down onto each one of these wires, and then all we got to do is just plug in there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna put y'all on a little time lapse while I do all of that. Well, we ain't taking up too much time.
Hey, Jino, you going dumb. Woof.
All right, so there we go. So now I got my two connectors on here, and I got this connector on right here. So we're about to test this out and see if we're working here or not. So white to blue, and then black to black. And then let's fire it up real quick and let's see if our lights come on the way they're supposed to. Now, I tried to turn this thing on. I was wondering why it was not coming on, but now I know why. If you look in there, you see my plug is faced all the way down, so it didn't even get in there to the connector. So I'm gonna use my scribe here, bend it up some. So now it's straight in there. Same thing with this one. You see how it's kind of down? Put my scribe in there, bend it up so that it will actually make contact. So let's try this again here. Oh, don't go in there. Okay. So our white goes into the blue. See, now it's a little bit more difficult to get it in there. There we go. and it's supposed to go a certain way. Yeah, it's giving me a little bit more resistance to put it in there. So now we should have a better result this time. So now let's try this again. So let me put that in there like that, and let's let it sit just like that there. And then you guys get to see it come on here. So let's try this again here. Oh, shoot. Almost forgot something. Gotta close the hood. All right, and there it is. That's on with the daytime running light, so that's there. So I'm wondering if I disconnect that bulb, if it'll still work. So let me try that out real quick. All right, so let's pull this guy out of here. Okay, disconnected the the bulb from there. So now, let's see if we still get that action. And we do. So like I said, that can be your daytime running light, which is probably how I'm gonna run this. So let me turn this off and get the battery swap. I'm gonna get my battery swapped in my camera before it completely dies on me. All right, so that was kind of weird that happened, but you gotta be mindful of that. And let me tell you the reason why I kind of want to take that bulb out of there, because that halogen bulb does draw a lot of power. But in the same instance, I don't want to overload those wires as far as for the current that's coming through, because now I just added 2 LED lights. Now the LED lights do not take as much power to run, but I don't want to get it to the point to where it burns up that wiring. So I removed that bulb because I don't really like the way it looks anyway, and I like the way these look as daytime running lights. So I'm good with that. Now all I need to do is clean up these wires right here. So we're about to get a little rain that's coming through here. So I'm on a bit of a time crunch. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse, follow this exact same procedure I did on this side. I'm gonna do it on that side, and we're gonna kind of blast through all of that. And then I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna get those wires and clean them up over there. And then I'm gonna do the same thing over here. And then we'll look at the finished product.
I get the money and it's right on cue. Keep the duffel bag up inside my coupe. Hold a couple racks, tell them I love you. You wanna be a boss, do it like I do. Yeah. Get that money, I'ma flex. I get that money, I'ma flex. I get that money, I'ma flex. You now rockin' with the best. I got a big dream and I aim high. Take a risk every time I play dice. I shake them up and it's snake eyes. I'm the same guy on the same grind. Busy printing money, watch the paint dry. My intuition told me through the grapevine that I'ma get rich and I ain't lying. Yeah. Get that money, I'ma flex. I get that money, I'ma flex. I get that money, I'ma flex. You now rockin' with the best.
All right, fam, so that's it. Got it in there. Now let's verify that it all works before I put the grill back on there. And I gotta do something kind of sketchy. I gotta put the truck in like either drive or reverse. So I got it in reverse with the e-brake on, but I got some stoppers behind the 2 rear tires, make sure it don't go nowhere. But let's go ahead and let's test this thing out and let's see if we are good to go. And there we go. We got both of them on, so that's gonna be my daytime running lights going forward. And then let me turn the headlights on so you can see what that looks like. All right. There it is. So now that's what the headlight's on. So these are only going to be on whenever I do the whenever I'm in daytime running light mode. Turn signal still works the way it's supposed to. And that's it. So there you go, man. It's not that hard to install. It's pretty freaking easy. Like I said, like I made that mistake before. Just make sure, like it's starting to rain on me again. Make sure that your connector is going inside, all the way inside that connector by bending it up. Make sure it's actually making contact. But other than that, man, pretty easy install, man. As a matter of fact, let me show you guys a finished product. Let me put the grill back on there and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. And there we go, fam. That's what we looking like. That looks so much better with that black grill on there, man. Dang, that looks good. Now, mind you, another part that looks kind of dopey looking is that. But what I think I might do is I might pull this back off of here again and put some black tape around that. That way you don't even see that. All right, well, there we go. So now, if you look in there, now you can barely see it unless you're really looking up on it, but I got it covered with black tape. So that looks so much better. Yep. So there we go. All right, fam. So there you go. Another video done on the daily. But pretty easy job, not too bad. It's just a little tedious getting in there to all them little small areas. I did not tie those wires up anymore, just because if I have to take the headlights out, gives me a little bit more slack so I can get it in and out of there. So unless I can find another solution, maybe some wrap or something, I don't know. But that's gonna conclude this video, man. Thank y'all if y'all made it this far in the video. And as I am speaking right to you guys now during me recording this, it's we are 4 subscribers away from being at 1,000 subscribers, man. Let's knock it out, y'all. Hell, by the time this video posts, hopefully we are already there. So again, thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for y'all continued support, man. You know, hopefully I'll try to give you guys good information to help you guys out whatever you're doing. So, you know, this video is for my Silverado fam. What's happening? But make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, hit all so you get notified whenever I put out a video. And until that next video, fam, peace.